Hello, my students! It feels like it's been 2 months, but it's only been a few hours! Pooh! Forget about that. It's time for the very first class trial! Are you excited? Well, anyway, you should be, because I'm gonna start explaining the rules of the class trial. Alright, this is what is gonna happen. You will all go over all the information that you found through the investigation you had like a few minutes ago. Your goal is to find out who killed Chespin. In the end, you will all vote on the person you think is the blackened or the murderer. If you're right, only the blackened will get executed. If you're wrong, everybody but the blackened will be executed. That's pretty much it. So, anybody got any questions before we begin? Yeah, I have a question. It's not that important. If it's not important, why are you asking me? Okay, fine, tell me the question. Yeah. What is that? Oh! Well, Blusaria, it's quite simple. I didn't want Chespin to be left out of the class trial, so I made him a portrait. So he could always be here in spirit. Is that all the questions? Okay, so I think it's the time you've all been waiting for. It's time for the very first class trial to begin! So how would we start this? I've never been in one of these trial thingies. Well, Circus Baby, we would go over the information we got through the investigation. However, we don't have any, because Piranha Plant kinda guarded the kitchen where the murder happened. Okay, listen. Yeah, you don't have any information, but didn't you find anything outside the kitchen? Yeah, not much. Sir, literally everything happened in the kitchen. Fine, I think we can tell you what we know. Okay, I think we can do that. Corin, Piranha Plant, and me told everybody here what we found. Oh, everybody got the information we got. So, let's have a discussion. Oh, ma'ams and sirs, I hate pointing fingers so quickly, but I think I know who the killer is. First of all, it's been a few seconds. And second of all, you don't have fingers. No, just think about it. Who was the only person that didn't investigate? Wasn't it Slimamander? I kinda just saw him going to his room. We were stuck in a cabinet, so it's obvious we didn't want to do anything. How does a demon like you get stuck in a cabinet? We do not know. Anyway, I think it's Blusaria. What? Me? Why? It's obvious. Throughout the whole investigation, you were nowhere to be seen. No, that's wrong. Wait, what? I'm sorry, Red, but I did see Blusaria coming out of her room. Oh yeah, you did do that. Also, I don't think she's the killer. I mean, she really looked like she just woke up. Yeah, Red Bird, I am not the killer. Ha! Imagine thinking it was me. I'm sorry, ma'am. I do not forgive you. Screw you. Well, that breaks that theory. I mean, the only person missing from the investigation was Blusaria, but now she's accounted for. So, where do we go from here? Isn't it obvious, guys? We should talk about the murder weapon. Wasn't the murder weapon the frying pan? Let's talk about it. Yes, the frying pan. Probably made a funny sound when it hit Chespin's head. No, I don't think it's a killer weapon. I actually believe it was a trap set by the killer. What do you mean by that? I mean, it's simple. Just put the frying pan next to the body and put some blood on it. But wouldn't that just waste the killer's time for such a little trap? But wait, if the frying pan was the killer weapon, what the hell hit me? I agree with that. I don't think the killer weapon was the frying pan, guys. It was probably used for something else, but not the killing. Because Wario was in the bathroom knocked out. And the frying pan was nowhere to be seen. And also, the frying pan wouldn't fit through the vent. Great, but now we have no clue what the hell killed Chespin. Man, we're back at 0. We have an idea of what to question. What are you gonna question, Slimamander? What knocked us out? Oh yeah, that is something to talk about. Maybe it was Chespin before he died, before you killed him! Because if we did kill Chespin,
How would we knock ourselves out and put ourselves in a cabinet?
Well,
exactly.
but Slimamander, I do have a question.
Ask away.
How do you exactly get knocked out? I mean, you have 3 heads. How does that work?
Well, to answer your question, the only way we can get knocked out is by getting hit in the eye.
You know, I kinda expected that.
It is almost impossible to damage us through our skin, so you could say our eyes are weak spot.
It's almost like you're a boss. Just great. We're talking about Slimamander. Can we talk about something more interesting? Or anyway, how does this help? How does this help us? Let's talk about it. Maybe Slimamander used one of his many heads to drag himself to the cabinet while his eye was knocked.
If any of our heads are knocked out, then our entire body is knocked out.
Bummer. What if you had an accomplice? Wait, what happens if there's accomplices?
Monokuma!
Monokuma! You woke me up with a good snap. Snapple, I should get Snapple later. Well, anyway, what's the problem? What happens if there's accomplices? Oh, simple. Only the killer can leave. The accomplice still dies with the innocent students. Oh. Is that all you're asking? Can you, tell us if there's an accomplice in this case? What? Would you want me to get such important information out like that? Maybe keep it a secret. It might bring more chaos. Oh, I like chaos. But you know it's your first time. There's no accomplices. Well, that answers our questions. But how did Slimamander get knocked out? Maybe the killer used the killer weapon? Or maybe it was something else. I agree with that. I believe that the killer used the frying pan to knock out Slimamander.
Are you sure?
How would a frying pan knock out Slimamander? Just look at him.
Please explain, Circus Baby.
It's simple. The frying pan is a circle, and your eye is a circle. I think you're just pointing out the obvious. Slimamander, where were you when you got knocked out?
We were entering the kitchen.
And there's a little space next to the door of the kitchen. So that means the killer probably waited till you entered and then just slammed you on the eye with the frying pan.
That actually makes sense.
But Slimamander, you're giant. How didn't you see it coming?
The room was dark.
What do you mean dark? Like, there were no lights?
Exactly.
That explains why he was knocked out. He wasn't expecting it. But wait, what was the reason for the killer knocking out and trapping Slimamander? There was no reason. Hey, I agree with the purple bear. What was the reason? Why didn't he just kill you? There has to be a reason. Why was Slimamander not killed and Chespin was? What happened? Is that a shark? Never mind. Where am I? Hello, Circus Baby. Monokuma, what's happening? Weren't we in the trial? Forget that about right now. We're gonna play a little game. And it might help you solve the case quicker. Oh, alright. This game's simple. You gotta figure out what everything has in common with each other. Okay. There you go. Figure it out. Figure out my riddle. Oh, okay. 2 masks, 2 earplugs, 2 fish. What do they all have in common? Monokuma, I said just 2. Is the answer 2? No. Are you sure? Because there's 2 masks, 2 earplugs, 2 fish. Oh, you figured it out, you smart person thing. I don't know what the hell you are. The answer is 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. Circus Baby? Oh no. 2. What is this? I got it. The killer hid Slimamander's body because Chespin was already dead. What? That makes a lot of sense. Doesn't when it doesn't. And what the hell does that have to do with 2? Because Slimeamander was the second person to be there.
It appears we were.
Killer was probably not confident on killing 2 people. Maybe he was running out of time. He knew people were gonna arrive soon. How would he know?
Or it's probably that the killer knew that we are really hard to kill.
What do you mean by really hard to kill?
We have a lot of health. A lot.
I mean, makes sense since you're giant.
Oh, this reminds me of the quill behind the frying pan.
Why is that important?
Because it gives more of a reason to believe that Slimeamander was actually second.
The theory is becoming reality.
You guys do understand that we're just trying to figure out the case instead of finding the killer, right? Alice, my love, if you don't know the case, you don't know the killer.
You have a point. And anyway, I feel like we're getting closer each time we figure out something.
But now we've ran out of stuff to talk about.
Not really.
Huh? I'm sorry for forgetting to tell you all this, but I found a quill that was not stuck in anything.
What does that mean?
Well, we found quills all around the room that came from Chespin, obviously. But there was one quill that was not attached to anything.
What could that quill be for?
Well, I thought it was that it had attached to the killer, but now I don't know. So, can we discuss about it?
If it gets us closer to the killer, then yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Maybe the quill was attached to somebody else that was not the killer. So I'm saying Slimeamander.
We are once again being framed.
No, I don't think it's Slimeamander. Because from all the clues we got, Chespin was already dead.
Ooh, maybe the killer stuck the quill into Slimeamander so he looks more suspicious.
No, that's wrong! Why was that wrong? No, I do believe the quill stuck to the killer.
How come?
Well, Promplant, don't you remember the blood spill?
Of course! The killer was probably bleeding because of that quill, and he left the trail!
You guys friends now? I could be your friend.
No.
Bother. Circus Baby, what happened? Well, you see, everybody, there was a blood puddle that was dripping into the kitchen's floor. And me and Promplant didn't know where that came from. So you're saying the quill made the killer bleed? Exactly.
Okay, the quill made him bleed. Why does that matter? And why does the puddle matter?
Because now we know how the killer left. The crime scene.
How did he leave the crime scene way? Through the vent. That does explain why. Yes. So the killer dropped something on my head, and that knocked me out.
But what knocked you out, Wario?
I don't know.
So we don't know what the killer used to knock me out and to kill Chespin. We also don't know how they knew about the vent.
It feels like we hit an end of the road.
Oh no, everybody's losing hope. Okay, just think about it. We figured out pretty much everything we could. Who would have something that could knock out somebody and kill somebody? Who is somebody here that could have known about the vent? Circus Baby, are you alright? I know who the killer is.
Wait, what?
Nice job, Circus Baby. Yeah, all the information. Yeah, I think I got it now.
Man, oh man, some killer's about to die! Or us. Who knows? Finally! It got dark outside!
I was sleeping the whole time. No Monokuma screen time this time, sorry.
So tell us who the killer is!
Finally, it was about time.
Man, I don't think I want to see the person that knocked me out.
I want to see who killed Chespin!
I don't want to be wrong.
Hey, Circus Baby.
Yeah?
We believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I know we haven't known each other for long, but somebody here killed Chespin, and I want answers. So, the killer of this case is